Hello there everybody and welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald. So, last time, we caught the two super ancient Pokemon that we haven't caught yet, Groudon and Kyogre, in a very awesome fashion, I might say. So today, we are going to, well, cut out the BS and go ahead and go over to a brand new area that was added to Pokemon Emerald, because we actually go directly to there rather than take the ferry all the way to there. So, or yeah, we actually do take the ferry all the way to there, we just don't go on the ferry to there. So, now that we have the Battle Frontier open up to us, we can now go there. The Battle Frontier. I long dreamed about a place like it. Yes, indeed. Yeah, take a listen to that. Or not really, because I was about to say take a listen to that glorious music, but whatever. The front lines of Pokemon battling. Welcome to the Battle Frontier. For a first-time visitor, we issue the Frontier Pass. It's for use at all the facilities in the Battle Frontier. Here you are. We got the Frontier Pass. And we got the trainer card in said Frontier Pass as well. Well, if it isn't May, you came out here. Oh, Mr. Scott, sir. Good day to you, sir. It's great to see you here. It really is. I hope you'll take your time and explore everywhere. Naturally, I hope you'll also experience the pure essence of battling. I also have my quarters here, so feel free to visit if you have the time. So yes, it does actually turn out that Scott, all along, was the creator of the Battle Frontier in the first place. That's what he was hinting at this whole entire time. And hey, I honestly believe it. I mean, heck, anyone, I believe anyone can make a freaking, facility in place. Heck, in the anime of X and Y, they basically announced the Kalos League to be under construction, and then literally a few episodes later, bam, you're there. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm checking out all these guides right here just because, well, if you need more information, then you can go right ahead and do that. I'm just going to explain them anyway. Now listen to the glorious music. I love this song, man. Like, I even don't mind the remix in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which, I'll get to what Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did later. But anyway, yep, here we are. This is the Battle Frontier, an area exclusive to Pokemon Emerald. And basically the only time that Generation 3 is ever going to have something like this. So now with the Frontier Pass all in tow, we can actually check out the map of the entire Battle Frontier right here. As you can clearly see, there are 7 battle facilities in which you can do battle, all with their own specific rules, all of their own specific quirks, and, it's just a fun place to go if you ever feel the battling needs, or stuff like that. We actually already checked out these facilities in Essence before. And, yeah, that's what the battle tents were for. They were to prepare yourself for the Battle Frontier. So, yeah, it's pretty damn cool. Right over here, you get your symbols earned. They're basically akin to badges, except they're really more like bragging rights, to be honest. Like, they really honestly are bragging rights here. They're not really needed for, like, 100%, as 100% does include, Pokedex completion. But, it's whatever. It's fine. And here on the side, you can also check out your trainer card too. So, there you go. Anyway, let's see. What does the, order go for? Oh yeah, that first. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the... Actually, I'm just gonna go from left to right in this. And the first one here is the Battle Factory right over here. Seek out the toughest Pokemon. Alright, so, of course, we have a lot of ground to cover, so we might as well go over this right here. So, as you all know, the battle facilities right here will be tested in either single or double battles. So, in single battle modes, you can choose, well, you're basically doing 3-on-3. Whereas in double battles, you're doing 4-on-4 with 2 Pokemon out at the same time. For level 50, all of your Pokemon will be set to level 50. If you're doing open level, then the highest level Pokemon on your team will be the level of your opponents. And of course, every time that... Oh, goddamn, this music is pretty good. Dang, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to do level 50 because that's my preferred method of battling. So, right over here, the trainer appears to have no favorites when it comes to type. I'm only going to show one battle because I don't really feel like the Battle Frontier is, you know, worth 100%ing for. So why don't we just go ahead and give the guy the Pokemon so that we can select all of our Pokemon right here. So, in the Battle Factory, basically akin to, I believe, the Slateport Battlefront or Battle Tent, you basically have your choice of 3 of 6 Pokemon right here. All of your Pokemon get held for safekeeping, and in exchange, you get to choose 3 out of the random Pokemon that are right here. So, in my case, I got, you know, Quilava, Spoink, Yanma, Dustox, Masquerain, and Tentacool. So, obviously, since I'm an idiot and really like Quilava so much, I'm gonna go ahead and go for Quilava first. Then, let's see. Well, Yanma's not really that great to begin with. Well, without its evolution, Yanmega. But Masquerain here does have Intimidate, so I'm gonna go for that. Then, you know what? Tentacool's a pretty good special wall, so we might as well do that. Alright, so right this way. I promise to battle seriously! And yes, every single trainer that you meet here does have that all caps speak, so it's glorious. Alright, so the Battle Factory is actually a really, really interesting place. Because, well, it forces you to, well, give up your own Pokemon in order to choose which Pokemon that you want. It's a really great way to gauge how Pokemon are on a competitive level. It really is. And basically Pokemon that you wouldn't think would be good, like, you know, Tentacool right here, they can actually be pretty damn good. You might find a hidden gem amongst your Pokemon if you know what you're doing. And at the end of every battle, I believe, you do have the option to switch out one of your Pokemon with one of your opponent's Pokemon. But the thing is, the opponent's, when you swap out one of your Pokemon for an opponent's, the game won't tell you what the your opponent's Pokemon had. So it's all up to you to decide whether or not you want, you know, this Poliwhirl for your team, which X for your team, you know, which Y for your team. Basically. It's a really interesting concept, and I honestly really like it a lot. Oh, and by the way, if you want to go for 100% here, then get ready for the long haul, because each battle facility you take in 7 battles. At the end of, I believe, your 5th run or 3rd run, or whichever one you want, well, in this case, I'll just flash on screen right here how many battles you have to go through in order to get to the Frontier Brain of the place. You're going to be fighting one of the 7 Frontier Brains. They're all going to be different, and again, each with their own quirks. And in the Battle Factory, you get to fight the factory head Nolan, who I believe will use different Pokemon as well. So, yeah, basically think about what you're doing before you head into battle with the factory head here. Either way, I think that's all I have to say about the Battle Factory. Again, really interesting concept, and I really, really like it a lot. So, yeah. Either way, my Masquerain's dead. If you do feel like that you are being pushed too hard to, you know, battling, and you just want to give up, you can do that, I believe. once the rain continues to fall. Yeah, you can. So, you can forfeit right there. And for every 7 matches that you do, you probably saw on the Frontier Pass that there are indeed things, there is a currency called Battle Points. Battle Points are basically your currency throughout the Battle Frontier, since you can't buy anything else with regular money. And those Battle Points are for exchange, you can exchange for, you know, various items that will help you out in battle. So, yeah. I'll definitely go over that whenever we have the opportune moment to do so. Alright, so here we are at the Battle Dome, where the strategies of trainers get put to test. Alright, so right over here is the Battle Dome. So once again, I'm going to choose level 50, and we don't have 3 eligible Pokemon. You must have 3 different Pokemon of level 50 or less to enter. And they also must be holding different kinds of items. Eggs, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza are ineligible. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try open level. Because, well, apparently that doesn't happen, yeah. Alright, so open level. So let's see. Who do I want? I think we're gonna go for Heracles, honestly, because he's the most battle-able. Skipper. And Pinchy, why not? Alright, so after saving the game, we can go ahead and go over to the real Battle Dome right here. Alright, so first round match is right here. So, in the Battle Dome, it's basically all tournament style. You get to, well, battle any random opponents. It's basically kind of straightforward in that sense. And you get to also check out your stats right here, as you can see, as well as the stats or Pokemon of the trainers themselves. And as you can plainly see, they all start out, you know, relatively weak. Well, with the sole exception of, you know, some guys. Like, that guy had a Pidgeot for some weird reason. So yeah, this is actually a pretty neat thing that you can do, just to gauge how your opponents are gonna be. So I'm fighting Wesley, so let's get ready to start. Now we can only select 2 Pokemon at a time to do so, so let's go for Heracles and Pinchy as well. The Bright New Hope! May has entered the Battle Dome! Round 1 match, May versus Wesley. Let the battle begin! Mew Mew is how I cry! Mew Mew is how I cry! Oh god. What the heck have I stumbled onto? Alright, so, the Battle Dome. Oh god, level 60. Ooh. But don't worry, I shouldn't have too much trouble with this at all. I mean, they're all, like, unevolved Pokemon, to be perfectly honest here. Alright, so once again, Battle Dome is all tournament style. You basically go through, you know, the standard tournament, you know, notions. You get to battle one opponent, and then move on to the next one until you make it to the finals. In which you'll get your battle points after you clear your first run of the Battle Dome. And for getting enough runs of the place, you'll be able to fight the Dome Ace Tucker, who, in my opinion, is not as fabulous as Wallace, but hey, everyone's got their opiniones. Yeah, go! Oh god! Crabhammer, jeez. Woo! Ooh! Oh my god. Oh my god, that was close. That was really close, honestly. Mew Mew! Mew! In fact, I'm actually gonna go ahead and go through the entire tourney right here. At least for this. And of course, after every battle, you get your Pokemon restored to full health. So, right here are the teams that have advanced. I'm fighting Carlo now. Let's check him out. It's got Minun, Ferret, and Machoke. Okay. I'm actually gonna go ahead and go through all these things right here. You can actually, in between battles, you can, you know, forfeit. You can turn off your game and resume at another time. You can basically record your last match on the Frontier Pass so you can replay it later. Yes, you can actually replay matches. Sort of like the precursor to the Versus Recorder in future games. So, that's actually pretty damn cool. Either way, second verse aim is the first, so I will see you guys at the end of the tourney if I ever make it there. I hate you, low kick. I really do. I won't forget about you! Yeah, whatever, man. You're not the star of me! Oh, God. That was pretty damn... He only got, like, a critical hit on me. Like, come on, man. You can't really deny that. Come on. Alright, so what is next? We got... Ooh, the Battle Pike. That's actually one of my more preferred ones, actually. Alright, so the Battle Pike right here. So, we have a good old test of luck. I'll be your guide to the Battle Pike. But I will explain anyway, because I am just the master. Also, what is the deal with level 50? God. Alright, fine, I'll go for open level then, Jesus Christ. And second verse, same as the first with my Pokemon choices, of course. Alright, so your battle choice challenge has begun. So you have your choice of 3 different rooms right here. It's basically all dependent on luck. So, are you perhaps finding it difficult to choose your path? Let me see, there's something about the path on the left. I seem to have heard something. It might have been whispering. Let's see. Let me try to go for the right one. So basically the Battle Pike is all about a test of luck right here. So every day is a great day. So you basically have to make it so that your luck is very, very good. Because sometimes you'll battle a trainer, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you get your Pokemon healed, sometimes you'll encounter something that will nerf your guys, you know. Basically, the Battle Pike is exactly what it says. It's a test of luck. It really is. And, well, you basically have to make it so that your luck is very, very good. Because again, luck is a very, very fickle thing. It really is. So, once again, same rules apply after about 7 runs right here. Jesus Christ, that high jump kick, but it didn't really affect me for shit. And I don't really think this will affect for shit, nope. You get 7 battles in a row, basically, just like before, and you'll get your battle points that way, so that at the end of several runs, you'll get your opportunity to fight the Pike Queen, Lucy, who is very, very tall if you watch the anime, like, Jesus Christ. I believe, like, she was taller than Brock, like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you remember that Battle Frontier thing that the 9th season is based on? You remember that? Well, no one does. Because Pokemon USA was the first to do it. Yeah, interestingly enough... Oh, shit, Squirtle. Yeah, interestingly enough, the Battle Frontier saga was where we first heard, you know, the current voice cast for Pokemon, like, in 2006. Yeah, the Pokemon USA cast is over 10 years old. Yes. So, basically that was the beginnings of Sarah Natosheni as Ash, Bill Rogers, who was consequently in Breath of the Wild as Brock and Lucario, Michelle Knotts as Jessie, and so on and so forth, you know. Basically, they become the standard cast, and I'm gonna rock your brains for those who still like the 4Kids actors. Pokemon USA has now been voicing Ash more than Veronica Taylor has. I'm gonna let that sink in. Squirtle, stop using that. It's not very good and practical. Oh, and also another thing. You don't get your Pokemon healed up at this point. You have to enter a door where they allow you to heal up your Pokemon. Because otherwise, there are no heals. No items, no nothing. Also, I was lucky enough to pick the right door. Yay. Okay, so that was the Battle Pike. Very interesting stuff, actually. Very, very interesting indeed. And, we'll explore that place later on, of course. Oh, and right over here, we got the Battle Tower. Alright, so Battle Tower has been a thing ever since, you know, the early days of Pokemon, aka Pokemon Crystal, was the first one to introduce that. So, with the Battle Tower, it's basically your standard. Also, why? Alright, so here we are. Come and see an incredible swift swim. Alright, so I believe we've seen a battle tent like this before. I don't exactly remember where, but we did. So anyway, the Battle Tower is basically your standard, you know, 7 battles in a row and then you get, you know, several battle points thing. That's basically how it always has been, and that's how it always will be in the very near future, no matter how many variations we have. Like, you can say whatever you want about the Battle Subway, the Battle Maison, or the Battle Tree. They're all basically the same thing. You go through each individual battle as you will, battling the weakest Pokemon first, and then going for the strongest ones. So it's all very, very good, unless you're the Battle Tree and you're automatically there for the competitive scenes. In which, I will advise, Mimikyu is the greatest. Alright, so, once again, you go through seven battles, you'll get your battle points, and at the end of, I believe, 5 runs, as I've looked it up, you have your opportunity to battle the Salon Maiden, which that title doesn't make any sense now that you think about it. Annabelle. Which Annabelle is actually Eevee. Which Annabelle is actually very interesting in the anime. Because, well, we all know what happened after Ash beat her. Yes. We all know what happened. She holds up her hand and goes, "Oh my god, I love you, senpai." Man. So yeah, that's basically the Battle Tower in a nutshell right here. If you're used to the future games, and you're used to the fact that after every battle you get battle points, well, don't be. Because this is how it was, kids. This is how it was in the old days in 2005. This game is gonna be literally 12 years old within a month's time. Oh god. You know, whenever this video comes out, which is probably gonna be like, never, because I didn't have the time to do this, like, beforehand. I wish I had more time, but I didn't. But anyway, also in the Battle Tower, you can actually go ahead and use multiplayer functionality as well. Or at least 2-on-2, or you can battle it out with, or team up with a friend of yours via the link cables or the wireless adapter. So, yeah, the multi-battle rooms are basically there so that you can have an AI partner, whoever it is, or whoever they are, so there you go. Alright, what's next on the lineup? Battle Arena is closer, it technically counts! Yeah, I'm just delaying the inevitable right there because I don't like the Battle Palace at all. But once again, we did see this before. We did see the Battle Arena in a Battle Tent before. And, you know, just like before, I love it. Yeah, honestly, I really do like the Battle Arena so much. I really, really do. Basically all this, you know, Chinese settings, all these glorious, glorious things that we can do there. So, you know, it's all good. Alright, so Battle Arena time. And again, we've seen this in a battle tent before, and I believe it was the Fall Arbor one, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. Trainer May, step forward, please. Trainer Brianna, step forward, please. Set KO tourney, begin. My boyfriend works too much. My boyfriend works too much. That's why I'll battle you. Alright, so once again, since we've seen this before, I'll go over it again. The battle arena is basically a set KO tourney. You will be judged based upon how much health you have, how ferocious your attacks are, or you'll automatically get points if you KO the opponent's Pokemon. And by the way, there's no switching. You're forced to stay out until, you know, your Pokemon either faints from judging points, or your Pokemon faints from the usual way. So, with that being said, we got, you know, the Kirlia up next. And I'm actually going to go for Strength right here, even though Kirlia is basically going to kill me in one hit, so I guess that's cool. But this shouldn't be too hard, actually. Like, even with me being underleveled because of the fact that choosing open level means level 60, and that's basically the only way for me to play these battle challenges to begin with, it all balances out very well, to be honest. So after going through your usual run, your several different runs of the battle arena, you'll be up against the arena tycoon known as Greta, or Arena Tycoon Greta. And I believe she likes to use fighting type Pokemon, so yeah. Oh, and by the way, something that I didn't mention. There's actually 2 levels of the different frontier symbols that you can actually own, that you can actually get. There's the silver one, which is your first attempt, and your gold symbol, which is your second battle against them. However, there is a catch to that. Your streak has to go as far as it can possibly go if you want even an opportunity to get, you know, the battle symbol, or the frontier symbol. So, for example, in the example of the battle tower, you have to win 35 battles in a row if you want to go up against Annabelle. You have to go, and once you do that, you have to keep your streak going in order to get the gold symbol. Yeah, so if you want 100% in this game, by 100% counting, getting every single Pokemon and every single frontier symbol and the gold ones, you need to keep your streak going. Because if you lose once, just once, you'll have to start your streak from scratch. Yeah, start your streak from scratch. It's really, really it's really demeaning if you just lose your streak just like that. Like, say you're doing really, really well, and then on your 69th battle, you just lose. Well, too bad. You have to start all the way from the beginning again. So, yeah, I'm sorry, the completionist, that you had to go through that. I met you at PAX. You were really cool, but I am so sorry that you had to go through that just for completion. Oh, God. But anyway, here we are at my least favorite battle facility. We've seen this in Verdant Turf Town, I believe. This is the Battle Palace. So, in the Battle Palace, you do not do the fighting. Or, at the very least, you don't, you know, let your what am I trying to say? You don't issue any commands for your Pokemon to battle. Instead, I don't know how I'm feeling. Instead, your Pokemon do the fighting. And yeah, it's kind of bullshit at times. It all basically depends on your Pokemon's nature. So basically, here's the thing. My Heracross has a adamant nature. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it will attack like all the time. Your nature basically depends, or basically determines what moves your Pokemon will use. If a nature is more up to attacking, like Sassy for instance, then Sassy nature Pokemon will attack more than do their defense or give support or use support moves. If any given nature is more towards supporting, then it's not very, very good if you just want to attack everybody. So yeah, again, it all really depends on nature and really forces you to think. Oh, God. Damn it. I was using Earthquake too. That would have killed Pikachu instantly, but nope. Nope, nope. Apparently that nature has to go die. There we go. There we go. So yeah, there's a plain reason why I really don't like the Battle Palace so much, is because, well, not only do your Pokemon fight yourself, but more often than not, that really means like bad luck for me. And watch, Swampert is gonna get Earthquakes all the time to Pokemon that are weak to Earthquake. No, actually, let's see. Let's actually see. Nope. The trend was broken. Alright. So, by some crazy chance, if you do somehow get a good streak going, like a very, very good streak going, you will have the opportunity to battle the Palace Maiden, or the Palace... Basically the frontier brain of the Battle Palace, Spencer. Phil Spencer, lad. And, yeah, good luck fighting him with your Pokemon basically auto-fighting the entire time. Destroyed is the way I'm feeling. Oh my god, this is amazing. Alright, we're almost done. So there's one more battle facility that we haven't been to yet. And that is probably the most famous one, if you ever watched the anime. Or if you've ever been to Disney World. I don't know, it's not in Disney World! The Battle Pyramid, okay. So this is one that I don't commonly go to, but I did look it up, and I do have a bit of an understanding on how it works. So let me just go ahead and go through the notions again. And of course, I do not have the eligible Pokemon, god damn it. Oh god. Okay, let's see. What do you mean I don't have the 3 Pokemon qualified for the challenge? It must be different and each no higher level than level 5. You know what? I'm gonna be right back, because that's bullshit. Alright, so in the Battle Pyramid, all of your items will be held for safekeeping. And you'll get the Battle Bag as your sign of progress. So, the Battle Bag is basically for those items that you can only get in the Battle Pyramid. And basically put, you're gonna be encountering wild Pokemon here. Yep. You don't have the ability to catch them, but at the very least, you'll be able to fight them. And I don't know whether or not you can run... Nope. Well, at least I can't. And by the way, yes, I have actually gone through all of my Reggies here. And if this one seriously died... You know what? 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 Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Alright, so basically the Battle Pyramid is sort of like a maze type thing, where you basically encounter wild Pokemon as well as trainers. And I believe if you defeat the trainers, or at least, if you defeat anything actually, then, I don't just study, you know. If you defeat anybody at all, the room will start getting lighter and lighter, meaning you'll be able to see more. So with that said, you basically have to make it so that you don't die, of course, and that you also make the room, you know, as lit as possible so you can easily find your way through the Battle Pyramid floors. You will be able to find items here, and ooh, Bone Club, eek. Yeah, no. Yeah. Basically put, just make the room very light so you can see your way through and get past all the floors that you can so you can earn your battle points as well. Basically. And if you do somehow get to, you know, a certain floor, which, you know, I'll put everything on screen, you know, everything, you'll be able to fight the Battle Pyramid King, Brandon, who cheats because he uses legendaries, by the way. Yeah, Brandon frickin' cheats. Yeah, and if you think this is a thing in the game, it's a thing in the anime too. Yeah, no matter how many times that you see Brandon battle, Brandon is always going to use a legendary Pokemon. Mainly these ones I'm using. He uses Regirock, Regice, and Registeel in the anime. And yeah, you can basically see why he's the toughest Frontier Brain. And no joke, it freaking caused Ash to lose twice before he eventually got past him and won his, you know, Brave symbol. So, yeah. Basically, he cheats. But at the very least, he doesn't have it anymore. Well, that's good, so now he can actually be more fair for once. But yeah, that's really all I have to say on the Battle Pyramid as sort of an extension like that. Again, Battle Pyramid is actually pretty damn interesting. In fact, all of these Frontier facilities are interesting. And it's really quite a shame, though, that Generation 4 is basically the last one to actually have a real, actual Battle Frontier. Because they used the same Battle Frontier in Gen 4 twice, which I'm not complaining, mind you. I'm not complaining by a bit because Generation 4's Battle Frontier is amazing. But, you know, Generation 5, 6, and 7 basically have variations of the Battle Tower at this point. And yeah, that basically leads me into what they did for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Which is, well, they made the Battle Tower area that was in Ruby and Sapphire just Battle Resort. Where they have the exact same Battle Maison as they did in X and Y. Yeah. The area might look nice, and you do get some cameos from other Pokemon games. Including, you know, Maxie and Archie, you know, once you dealt with all the post-games content. But really, the Battle Resort is just there to host, you know, your Super Boss match, as well as the Battle Maison, which is, let's just say, very disappointing. Yeah, very, very disappointing, to be perfectly frank here. Like, it's the very reason why, it's kind of like one of the very reasons why Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire took a step backwards. You know, not having trainer customization is one thing, but not even including the Battle Frontier when it's such a staple of the Pokemon series that people really, really enjoyed. It's just kind of disappointing that the only thing that we have is, you know, a picture, or at least a sign with a Battle Tower model stating, the Battle Frontier project is currently underway. And you would think that possible DLC for the very first time in the series would take place. Like, you know, you get to buy the Battle Frontier. I mean, I know it's stupid that you have to buy the Battle Frontier when it should have been implemented into the game. But at the very least, we would have had the Battle Frontier in the first place. But no, apparently not. Instead, they had to go ahead and just leave out the Battle Frontier entirely. Again, very disappointing. But Game Freak has moved on. We can't really do anything about that. So, yeah. That's basically all we have for the Battle Frontier in the remakes. I still like them, though. Well, hello and welcome. Sorry about the cramped space. Anyway, May, let me formally welcome you to the Battle Frontier. This is my dream come true. It took me years and years, but I've finally given shape to my dream. On reflection, it was a terribly long journey. I left home alone on a quest to find strong trainers. No one can imagine how much effort and time it took to make this real. But that's all in the past, no dwelling on that. All I want for you is to enjoy battling to your heart's content here. May, I want you to have this as a memento for all the time our paths crossed on our journeys. Yep, you get 2 free battle points for just talking with him. So yeah, the more success you have in Battle Frontier, the more battle points you will collect. So yeah. Anyway, that was a pretty hefty video, I have to say. So yeah, good luck trying to keep up with all that. I don't even care. And that will about do it. Next time on Pokemon Emerald, we're going to check out what the rest of the Battle Frontier has to offer us before we move on to our next step in our post-game journey. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.